Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the very last Boxycharm unboxing video for 2019. This is the very last one. Today we're going to be unboxing our Boxycharm box for the month of December. The very last one. These are the very last products that I'm receiving for 2019. And of course, like I mentioned previously, after this one, I'm gonna go back over and review all of the products that I received from Boxycharm for the year 2019 and then make a separate video giving you the top 10, the very best of the best, in my opinion, of course, which ones I enjoyed thoroughly and just which ones I couldn't get my hands off of. So that's what I have for you guys in this video. We're going to be going through the entire box one by one and giving you all my opinions, what I thought of these products, and walk you through how I created this look that I have. But before we get started on that, don't forget to give this video a big old thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. I'd love to have you. And without further ado, if you want to see what I got in my Boxycharm box for the month of December, then please stay on and keep on watching. Alright guys, so by now you already know what the box looks like. This is what it looks like on the inside. This time we get a nice pink inside of our Boxycharm box and all of the goodies that are inside. I've been subscribed to Boxycharm now for more than 2 years easily, and just getting these products never gets old. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and this is a little insert that came with our box this month. This is the Boxycharm Whimsy box. And as usual, I always start my unboxings in order of application. So today we are going to be starting with skincare because we did receive a couple of skincare products that we're going to go over. And the very first product that we are going to be talking about is the Saturday Skin Waterfall Glacier Water Cream. The description of the product reads, an anti-aging glacier water cream that delivers mineral-rich moisture while protecting skin from free radicals. A fusion of ferments, amino acids, and plant extracts help calm skin while boosting vitality and suppleness. This guy retails for $39, and I love this formula. It reminds me, the formula of it is exactly the same as the Neutrogena water cream, and as far as moisturizers go, that's the formula that I like. I feel like in the morning it just makes your skin feel super refreshed. That's how I used it today, and that's how I've been using it in the days after receiving my Boxycharm box. I just apply it very first thing in the morning of days, but it's a nice moisturizer. It's super hydrating on the skin, and if you like that formulation, those water gel creams, you're gonna love this one. And it's knowing perfume or fragrance to it, which is also a plus for me. And now moving on to our next product. This guy, it's the Seraphine Botanicals Lip Exfoliator with Radish Extract. The description reads, a gentle lip scrub infused with radish and chamomile extracts as well as chia seed oil to keep lips smooth, cleansed, and conditioned. The unique blend of soft golden sugar and a healthy base of avocado, apricot, and jojoba oils as well as shea and cocoa butters further help protect lips from any future chapping or flaking. And this guy retails for $24. Now this one does have a super fruity smell to it. It smells totally like apricots mixed in with the cocoa butter. So if you're not a fan of those fragrances, then this might not be the product for you. It does have a very strong smell. I do wish though that the formula was a little bit more grainy. I feel like I needed a little bit more grains in there so that it would do a little bit of a better job with scrubbing my lips. And then for the price, I feel like $24 is a little bit up there, so I kind of recommend always with lip scrubs, especially going the DIY route where you can just take a little bit of sugar. You could do coconut oil and it'll do the exact same job. Again, I was missing a little bit more of that graininess that I'm looking for in a lip scrub. So that was the lip scrub, and then we moved on to our complexion, and I'm gonna go through my face makeup as usual and just speed through the entire process. So then after primer, foundation, powder, bronzer, and highlight was all done, I moved on to our next product, which is a blush. And this guy, it's the Ciate London Marbled Light Illuminating Blusher. The description reads, add a radiant flush of color to your complexion with Marble Light Illuminating Blush formulated without talc. This lightweight buildable formula has a blend of matte pigments and finely milled illuminating particles. This guy retails for $26. Now, I saw something super interesting about this blush running around the internet, and I'm not sure if it's true or not, but if it is true, then it's gonna be really upsetting to learn. What basically happened is there is a picture going on that the products that are made for Boxycharm box are made with kind of like watered down ingredients. It's a watered down version of the original product, and that's how Boxycharm is able to give you kind of like a full-sized products for the price. Basically what they'll do, or the rumor is that they'll go to companies will make a watered down version of their products and give those to Boxycharm to include in their boxes. Of course, that makes them less expensive, so it's not a huge hit to their profits, and that's how the box is able to be more affordable. Now, I don't have the component or the packaging anymore for this blush, otherwise I would compare the ingredient list, but what I will say is that the very first thing that I noticed with this blush is that it lacks pigment. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented than what it is. Even in the swatch, you can tell that there is not a lot of color payoff, and it also says in here that it's an illuminating blusher, so I get the sense with that it was supposed to have a little bit of a glow to it, and this one doesn't. So I was disappointed with the formula. I felt that it needed more pigment, more payoff, and more illumination, a little bit more glow to it, because from the description that's what I was expecting, but it's not the case at all. I liked the blush. It gives you a nice kind of like a hint of color, but it was a little bit, as far as blushes go, I go a little bit more pink. This one's a little bit too much of a pale pink, and that's just personal preference. I'm not blaming that on the formula or anything, but it was a blush that I felt needed a little bit more. I felt like the pink in here was a little bit too muted for my taste. And again, I will keep an eye out for more news, if you will, or more information as it comes, when it comes to like the products in Boxycharm and the ingredients that they're using for the products that are included in these boxes, because it would be super upsetting to learn that Boxycharm subscribers aren't getting what it is being promised. That would suck, honestly. Anywho, we're gonna move on to our next product now. Basically, we have our entire complexion done. We're gonna move on to the brows, and in this box we got the Brow Bar Brow Makeover Kit. So this guy, the description reads, style your brows like a pro with the ultimate brow kit, designed with 2 long wearing brow shades, brightening brow lift, sculpting mascara gel, angled brush, and a flat brow brush. And this guy retails for $30. So this guy claims to be an all-in-one sort of a deal when it comes to your brows. So it's a kit that you can grab on the go and you'll have everything you need to do your brows. So it does come with a brush. I haven't done my brows with a brush in a long time. When I first started doing or really getting into brows, I used to use the, of course, like everyone did, the Anastasia brow pomade. I also used the Benefit brow pomade to the one that they have, and then I used powders, and now I just do pencils all day, every day. It's quick, it's buildable, and it's just super fast to do with a brow pencil. But alas, I tried this guy, and I will say that I'm never gonna reach for it again. I thought it was way too time consuming. The first thing that I realized is that this guy doesn't have a spoolie, so I had to use the spoolie in my brow pencils, which kind of defeats the purpose of having a brow kit if you have to reach for other products to make it work. But then I also noticed that the shades in here, there is actually 2 powders in here and there is 1 cream. So I believe what you're supposed to do is lay down the cream and then set that cream with the powders and then go on top of all of that with your little mascara brow thing. So I used the powder, so I used a dark brown in there. Again, it was too red. I wouldn't use the black because I never wear black for my brows. And then when I noticed when I used the little mascara brow gel that comes in there is that the spoolie is way too big for my brows. I kind of like I got it everywhere, and again, it was just a process that took way too long for what it is. I'd rather just go in with my pencils, and a pencil I feel like will give me a more natural of a brow. I feel like I ended up with brows that were way too harsh and too like severe and blocky, and that's not the kind of brow that I go for anymore. I like the look that my pencils will give me, that it allows me to go for a more feathered look. Again, this is a product that I'm not gonna reach for again, unfortunately. And with the brows in place, we moved on to our next product, the final product in this box, which was our palette. And it was the Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tales Little Red Riding Hood palette. The description reads, inspired by the classic tale, the Storybook mini palette was created exclusively for Boxycharm and is as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. We've combined stunning metallics and velvety matte eyeshadows to help you create your happily ever after look. And this guy retails for $35. Now, my very first impression of this palette was the bulk of it. It's super bulky for the 6 shades that you get in here, and on the inside you get a quote next to your mirror that says, someday you will be old enough to start reading fairy tales again. The shades in here are actually super nice. I actually feel like this palette I will only use for decoration purposes only. I feel like I will just have it on display and honestly never reach for it again. But the shades in here were super nice. They were super smooth. The mattes in there felt super nice and soft. And here are the swatches of what they look like on the skin. And the shimmers, of course, were super smooth. So I'm gonna walk you through the look that I was able to do with it, starting with a combination of Journey and Woods, and I'm taking that with a fluffy brush and just fluffing that all over the crease as usual. And then I'm just packing on a little bit more colors, switching on to another brush and just packing more of the Woods shade on my outer V. And then what I'm doing is taking a powdered foundation and grabbing a flat brush like this one and just cleaning the area underneath the eye. And then we're adding a little bit more of that Journey, just a little bit above that crease. And now for the lid color, I chose to go with Bad Wolf all over the lid using a pencil brush. I am applying this using no setting spray with the brush. And then right next to it, I went in with the shade Peril, just kind of in between that metallic and that outer V. And I applied it with my finger a little bit too. And then I'm taking that Woods shade all over the lower lash line, just really smoking it under there. And then on top of that, I went all over with the shade Red, that beautiful metallic red. I really like how it looked in the lower lash line. It kind of like smoked out the entire look. And then just fluffing out that color using a fluffier brush. then for the inner corners, I went in with the highlight that I'm wearing on my skin. It wasn't a shade in this palette, just to kind of lift the brow and just bring in some light into that inner corner. And then I repeated the same process on the other eye. And then after the eyes were done, I finished off the eye look with some mascara and some falsies. Added some lips. And with the lips in place, that was it for the entire look, you guys. That was the entire box, all of the products that I received in my Boxycharm box for the month of December. I really hope you enjoyed it. That closes another year with Boxycharm. This is the look that I was able to come up with. All of the products that I used will be listed in the description down below if you want to go back and refer to that. Everything will be listed there. And if you have any questions, don't forget to leave those in the comment section down below. I'll be able to help you out in the best way that I can. If you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, for being here, for spending some of your time right here on my channel. Have a great day. Take care wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you right here on my next video. Bye guys.